How to master your adult acne treatment schedule. Oh my gosh, about 50% of all women suffer from a hormonal acne. And you know what's hormonal if it's around the chin area and it scars and leaves a lot of red areas. This is frustrating for a lot of women. But what can be more frustrating is getting on a regular schedule and how to kind of work that into your life. Because when you're a teenager and you have acne, you usually have a parent at home telling you, you got to take your medicine, make sure you wash your face, did you do this? But now that we're adults and we have tons of things to think about, getting on a regular schedule can be a challenge. So here are some of my tips that I have found that help me stick to a regular schedule so that I keep the flare-ups from happening. We know those flare-ups are going to be worse at certain times of the month, and they're worse when there's stress. But following a really good schedule is crucial. Okay, tip number one. If you visit a salon for a chemical peel as your form of treatment, my advice to you is schedule these out in advance with your esthetician and go ahead and plan them in there once every 3 months. Because 4 treatments a year is good. And if you go ahead and schedule them out, you will be irritated afterwards. If you will have some peeling and some redness. So look at your calendar. You know this far in advance when will be the best time. So don't schedule them the day before you leave on vacation. And unfortunately, that's when we think about it. We're getting ready to go on vacation. You're like, oh no, I need to go get my face done so that my face is clear for the cruise. And then you go on the cruise and you're red and you're peeling. So schedule them out. Like when you leave the appointment, go ahead and schedule your next appointment 3 months down the road because you'll know if you have any trips coming up. So tip number one, always schedule out that next appointment and schedule it to where if you get the treatment on Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, I wouldn't schedule it on a Monday. I would personally schedule it on a Thursday or Friday, knowing ahead of time that you are going to have side effects, and then you can plan around that to look, because I would always peel really bad. So I would do it on a Thursday, and that way by the time I'm peeling the worst, it would be Saturday, and I could have planned to stay at home and not see a bunch of people. So tip number one, schedule them out 3 weeks in advance. I would shoot for a Thursday, okay? Tip number two, if you decide to use an at-home treatment plan. Now, I used to do the salon, but once I had kids, that was impossible anymore. Now, I use the at-home treatment. So with an at-home treatment, the dosage is not as strong. So here's my advice. Pick one day of the week and be consistent. This is my Sunday night routine every Sunday night, which sticking to the same day of the week is going to help you stay a little bit more consistent, obviously, because it builds a routine. But also, if you are trying to follow a skin cycling schedule, then this works as well because you would have a schedule for when you do your exfoliation, then you have a scheduled day when you do your retinol, then you have a scheduled day for when you do your repair, and then you have your scheduled rest, and then repeat. So those are my 2 best tips for managing that crazy schedule. Either schedule it out 3 months in advance for your facial peels, or if you're using the at-home facial peels, pick the same night of the week and make it that week. So for me, it's a Sunday night routine. Every Sunday night, you know what you're doing, and before long, it just becomes second nature, and you never forget, and you keep your skin nice and clear all year round by sticking to a schedule.